Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 30th. If you're coming to this reading out live, go down below. All the timestamps are below this video. But J Moss, hello. And Kylie, hello. Dad, hello. Juliet, hello. And everybody else that I can't see, welcome. Thank you for being here. I think I'm going to bust a move tonight, just so everybody knows. So I'm kind of tired, and I'm also really hot. So if I don't have enough complaints, there's that. The good news is, well, it's like a good news bad news situation. I got myself a little. This is a blackout curtain that blocks out the heat as well. So sitting right in this window, when I get it up, it should be a little bit cooler in here. But the bad news is that I ordered a little thing to hang it on. What do you call that? Like a hanger? A rod, a curtain rod. And it won't be here until like September. So who knows? Maybe I'll just be sweating it out all summer. But anyway, enough of that. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm going to answer some super chats first, and then we're going to get started. But let me actually just figure out who is first here. Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, how is Anthony feeling about me? King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. This is like sadness or separation, basically. It doesn't mean that you're separated, but he could be feeling separated from you. Or like he's just not around you, is what I'd say here. Next, Andrea, you say, who's coming in for me in love? You have the Queen of Cups here, Eight of Wands. This is like socializing, so it could be any, like, to me, this is nobody specific. To me, this is like dating. So I would get out there and date, is what I would say to you with these cards. Andrea, oh my god. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for lovely Nirvani's birthday. Happy birthday, Nirvani. Nirvani, you have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Amazing. Definitely could be love if you're looking for love. Nirvani could also be just like a positive financial turnaround for you. The Page of Cups is like good news. Ten of Pentacles would be about like money or about your job. So definitely positive news there. And Rose also says a collective. For everyone here in the collective, we have the King of Swords in the world. I mean, to me, this is just like dealing with authority or problems with authority in general is what I'd say when I get this combination. The King of Swords could represent just like authority in the world, could represent the world. So obviously, you know, there are a lot of problems right now. And this would make perfect sense to me with these two cards. So I feel like things are kind of like coming to a conclusion, or we're stepping through a portal here. So I do feel like everybody's kind of like going through a transition period where we could be leveling up in the future, is what I'd say with that world card. Between Two Worlds, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love cards for me. You have the Six of Wands here. Knight of Cups. Could be like a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you with that Knight of Cups. Six of Wands, like good news coming in for you. Six of Wands is just success, right? And the Knight of Cups and Knight in Shining Armor. Could be a water sign, could be any sign, but definitely love coming in for you, so love it. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, what would happen if I went on a date with Luke? You have the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands. Pretty good cards, Nicole. I mean, Six of Cups is like just a good card for love. It is a card that says like keep it fun, you know, keep it light, keep it playful type of thing as far as a date is concerned with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like childlike energy, so it says, you know, if you keep it playful, then things will go well. Three of Wands is like waiting. So I'd say, are you going to go out with him with the Three of Wands? I would go, is what I would say to you, because I feel like if you don't, then you're just never going to date anyone. So I would say, get out there with the Three of Wands. Take the leap of faith with the Three of Wands as well. So that's what I'd say to you. Sandy Rose, hello. Christina, hello. And Karen, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Anne, hello. Thank you for being here as well. Virgo Love, thank you for the super chat. For the weekend, you have the Knight of Swords. I swear you've had this card before on the weekend when you ask your weekend question. So charging forward, Knight of Swords is like a daily routine change. The Queen of Wands is like you being very attractive at this time. So if you're looking for love, get out there, obviously. But obviously, probably you can't. because of the COVID, but still, it says if you can, get out there. Could also just be charging forward towards things you are attracted to. This does say, like, be careful of, like, rushing towards shiny objects as well. Queen of Wands is, like, the card of seduction. Knight of Swords is a card of, like, moving too quickly or charging forward towards something. So, you know, again, this does say, like, don't rush into a situation, but still pretty good. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I get this new living situation? I would say yes. 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment, happiness, celebration. So, yeah, I would say yes to you, Brittany, for sure. Nina, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. May I have some love cards for this weekend? Yes, you have the 5 of Wands here, 10 of Cups. Dating. 5 of Wands could be conflict, or, you know, it could just be, you know, timing issues. It could be, you know, it could be anything, really. The 5 of Wands could also just say, like, the whole virus thing could be preventing you from dating as well, or it could just be experiencing conflict in existing relationships as well. But the 10 of Cups, amazing card for love, is what I'd say here. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles says, like, leave your comfort zone, and you'll, if you are looking for love, and it says, leave your comfort zone, you will find love. So that's what I'd say to you there. Yeah, Queen of Swords, needing to open up to something is what I'd say. Sandrine, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. A good idea to go away with before 5 weeks. I'm not really sure what you're asking, Sandrine, if I'm being honest with you. So, Sandrine, can you clarify that for me? Because I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, is what I would say to you. But feel free to clarify that. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Will I be disappointed? I would say no. No, I don't think so. So, I would say as long as you go in with no expectations, then no, you won't be disappointed. But I would say no. Magician is, you know, okay. Judgment is like your inner calling, but I would say no. So I would just go, Nicole. All right. I'm gonna wait for Sandrine to try and clarify that. A good idea to go away with before 5 weeks. I'm really not sure what that means, if I'm being honest with you. So, Sandrine, let me know what that means. And I'm gonna drink some water. Susan, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will Cynthia and I become colleagues again, and will we get along? I would say yes. 3 of Pentacles. Best card you could possibly ask for, Susan, because 3 of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, literally. And it's a card of working together. It's a card of quality work as well. So that's exactly what I would say here with the 3 of Pentacles. So, yeah, I love that. Literally the best card you could possibly ask for on a question like this, Susan. Juliet, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love cards for Sunday. Will I enjoy the first date? 9 of Wands here. You have the Page of Swords as well. I would say, yeah, for sure. 9 of Wands, like a little closed off energy here is what I would say to you. You know, but it's like one of those things where, you know, 9 of Wands can just kind of represent like nerves, you know what I mean? Or something along those lines. So, yeah, that's what I would say to you. I feel like things would go fine. Page of Swords is like discovery. So it's like, you know, if you're going on a date here, you're discovering the person, you're like learning about the person, all that other stuff. Shane is in the house. Wow. Hello, Shane. Thank you for being here. All right. How did I mess up Sandrine's question? A good idea to go away with B for 5 weeks. I was just reading that like a dummy, Sandrine, is what it was boiling down to, right? I would say yes. I feel like things would go well. Hermit doesn't really make sense in this situation, but the Page of Pentacles is, you know, good news, good things coming in here. So I would say yes. The Emperor is like according to plan. So yeah, I feel like things would go really well for you here, Sandrine. Yeah, the Sun, best card in the deck. So I would say yes. I feel like things would go well. Sorry about that. I was making that way too hard on myself. is what that boils down to. Deshaun, hold on one second, Deshaun. Sorry, I can't get your question. Deshaun, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Could I have some love cards? Cards for love. I would say yes. You have the Star, and you have the 5 of Swords. Let's start here, Deshaun. The Star is a card of like wishes. it's definitely a card of like being on a break. To me, it's a card of renewal as well. It's like a card of recharging your batteries. So it's like if you've gotten out of a relationship in the past or something like that, it could just say that you're like trying to get back into the dating world and all that other stuff. Five of Swords, needing to open up. Five of Swords also asks you to not take things too seriously. So it kind of like says, do not take the dating too seriously. Like, don't try to put too much pressure onto dating, which I think pretty much everybody does. But it kind of says like, don't look at trying to find the one. Just look at trying to have as much fun as you can. I always say the Five of Swords, it's like normally there's a guy with polka dots on the Five of Swords. This guy right here normally would have polka dots on his shirt. It kind of represents needing to make sure that you're not taking something too seriously, needing to make sure that you're having fun and like all that other stuff there, Deshaun. But look at this, Ace of Cups, love offer coming in for you, Deshaun. So I definitely feel like there is love coming in for you here is what I'd say. Yeah, Four of Wands, marriage. Four of Wands to me doesn't necessarily mean that you will get married. It just means there could be a commitment. It is a card of like reaching a finish line as well. So it says like if you've been single for a very long period of time, this could be you getting into a relationship, something like that. So definitely love coming in for you. But I feel like you need to look at it as fun, if that makes sense. Danielle, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Any love connections coming towards me? Page of Wands, yeah, definitely is what I'd say to you. Same thing to you. Look at this. The Two of Pentacles is the card of needing to have fun as well. So, yes, definitely. I feel like there is definitely love coming in for you here with the Two of Pentacles. But the Page of Wands, I feel like it could be a fire sign coming in for you here. Yeah, probably been on a break like everybody else because of the whole virus situation here, Danielle. Yeah, Devil, this could be like a past toxic relationship, so it's like maybe you're getting past a past toxic relationship here. But Empress, very attractive at this time, Danielle. Definitely an abundance of love coming in for you. So, yeah, definitely. And it could be a fire sign as well. Brenda, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Recent Pisces reading says love soulmates are coming in. Is it Brian for me? You have the Nine of Pentacles, Lovers. I feel like it could be Lovers is a very good card. Lovers is love. And, it could be like a permanent relationship for you. So, I would definitely say yes with this card. No doubt about it. So, yes. I don't know what else to say other than yes there for you. So, love it. All right, it's time to start. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it, of course. We're going to get started here with Aries. Thank you for all the other Super Chats as well. I will be answering the rest of the Super Chats at the end, right after the pick a card. So, I'll be answering the rest of the Super Chats at the end. But let's get started here with Aries. And let's see what we have for you. Aries people, Aries, let's also use this. I'm going to be people keep asking about this deck. This is the 7th Sphere Lenormand deck, and just search the 7th Sphere Lenormand deck and you will find it. But I can't remember the name of the website for the life of me, so if you're wondering what deck that is, that's it right there. But Aries, you have the King of Clubs. Very interesting. I did your weekly reading for next week today, and there was something about like confusion coming up in your reading or being confused coming up in your reading, something like that. So the King of Clubs here is called the Clouds in the Lenormand card reading system, and it can just represent a lack of detail or maybe not seeing some sort of path is kind of what's popping into me here, popping into my head. You have the Magician and the Six of Pentacles, and so it's like that to me would say that you maybe want to start on a path. That to me would say that maybe you want to go on some sort of journey or you want to get something started in your life, but it's like you're not exactly sure what to start or where to start with these cards. Especially with this Clouds card. It's like a card of like a lack of clarity, not seeing things clearly, not being sure what to do. You have the Magician though. So it's like you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities necessary to get started on something. The Magician to me represents needing to take action as well. So I feel like a lot of you do need to take action. To me, it's also a card of grounding things in reality. He is barefoot on this card right there. So it can represent needing to ground something like in reality. And so I feel like some of you have an idea or maybe you have something you want to start in your life, and I feel like you need to get started with this card. I feel like it's time to kind of get things going with the Magician. And finally here, Aries, you have the Six of Pentacles. Again, I feel like there is no good answer for you other than to just get started, basically. The Six of Pentacles to me is a card of planting seeds, but it's also a card of kind of like it's a card of balance, and it's a card of fairness as well, and generosity. But I really feel like it's just a card of getting started on something, starting to move forward on something. So I really feel like you need to like get something moving here with this card. So yeah, that's what I'd say to you, Aries. To me, this just looks like just getting started without needing to know the details, by the way. I mean, this is almost like what I would call Queen of Spades type of energy for you, Aries. To me, the Queen of Spades in the playing cards, not the tarot, but in the playing cards, is a card of jumping into darkness, like not having any details on something you're doing, or learning as you go, faking it till you make it, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like a lot of you are like embracing that energy. But there you go, Aries. Thank you, Aries. Taurus. Let's see here, Taurus. Taurus, you have the ring card here, the Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is a card that represents like marriage, so it could represent a commitment or needing to make some sort of commitment in your life. So I feel like for some of you, this could be like somebody like wanting to get engaged with you, wanting to marry you. Could be anything like that, Taurus. So it could be marriage. For others, this card to me can represent things coming full circle as well. Really, I feel like this could also almost be like a return. You have the Six of Cups. A lot of people read the Six of Cups as an ex coming back, but really, I feel like this could be any type of return for you in general, Taurus. This card here, you know, can represent like some sort of return or something coming full circle in your life, but doesn't necessarily represent someone coming back from the past. It's more of like revisiting something or going back over something, retrograde energy. We have all these retrogrades going on right now, Taurus. So a lot of you could be going back over things. What I would say is that to me, this card plus that Six of Cups is like try again. So it does say like if you're trying to build a business, maybe you tried in the past and it didn't work out, this says try again. Maybe you tried a diet in the past, it didn't work out, try again. So I feel like some of you could be like trying something again here with this card. I also do feel like something could be coming full circle. I almost just feel like saying an understanding. This is one of those readings where I feel like it's kind of like one message. I feel like it's saying one thing, which is that you are just gaining an understanding of how to make something work. It's like something is clicking, I feel, for you, Taurus. And I feel like that happens. Like sometimes we can be like trying to make something work in our lives. It's like we can never figure it out. Then all of a sudden we just like figure one thing out and everything kind of falls into place. So I get that kind of falling into place energy here with these cards, Taurus. I get that kind of like clicking into place type of energy for you. So I definitely feel like this is going to be pretty good for you here, Taurus. And, you know, this is a daily reading, but as I always say, to me, tarot is timeless. To me, there is no time in tarot. So this, you know, probably isn't going to happen overnight. No, but, you know, this is probably going to be something that you're working on for the next like 7 years, Uranus and Taurus, right? But at the same time, I feel like you're really finding your place in the world, or maybe you're just getting something to click like this year or something like that. So I feel like this is something you're working on and that you will be working on for a very long period of time, not just a short period of time. And again, it's probably not going to happen tomorrow. For others, I just feel like this could be a turnaround. Seven of Pentacles to me literally is a turnaround. To me, it's a change in direction. And the Six of Cups to me is obstacles being removed from your life. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is just like not necessarily things getting easier, but this is definitely you needing to try something again. So I feel like you could be trying something again here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups and all this other stuff. Love it, Taurus. I feel like it's going to be really good. So love it. Looks amazing. All right, Gemini. Let's see what we have for you. Gemini, you have the Anima card. This is the Ace of Spades in the playing card reading system. This card is really called like the woman or the lady. It's not. This deck just happens to have other names for some of the cards. Not all of them, but just some of them. It can represent dealing with a difficult person in your life. One thing I will say is that like Lenormand does attach gender to cards. There is a man and a woman in Lenormand, but again, to me, general reading shouldn't have gender attached, because obviously you could be dealing with any gender possible, of course. So I feel like this could be anybody in your life. It could just be a difficult person that you're dealing with. Like I said, it could be any gender, whatever you want to call it. For others, I actually like this card. To me, it is a card of like overcoming obstacles or finding an answer to obstacles that you're dealing with. So I feel like some of you could just be overcoming obstacles with this card. Next, you have the Nine of Cups here. To me, this is a card of this is a card of wishes coming in for you. So I feel like for some of you, this is a wish coming in for you here with the Nine of Cups. For others, I feel like this is just fulfillment coming in for you as well. I feel like you're feeling satisfied, just kind of like maybe enjoying the moment or just not having to worry about things. I feel like a very satisfied energy here. I really don't know what else to say with that card. And finally, you have the Page of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like this could be love for some of you. So there could be a fire sign coming in for you. I'm going to be doing your reading tomorrow, Gemini, for next week, but you always get fire in your readings. I do feel like some of you could be kind of like worried about like a third party situation here. I do feel like some of you, but I feel like saying past worries is what's popping into my head. So I'm wondering, like, if this message is for you, I feel like maybe in the past you were worried you were in a third party situation. I'd say don't attach that to a new relationship. I put out the warning at the beginning of this year. I said that at the beginning of this year, I said, do not, my one warning for 2020, other than all the other BS, that's going on right now, my one warning was to not attach an old relationship situation to a new relationship, just because of Neptune and Pisces past 15 degrees, hitting 18 degrees as well. I mean, I could go on and on about that and everything else. It's like we could be making up stories about relationships that we're in. We could be making relationships way too positive, or we could be making them way too negative, right? So we need to kind of like find a middle ground there as far as our relationships are concerned, not just in love, in all relationships, but definitely in love. Again, especially if you're dating someone new, especially this year, it's because we could be, thinking about something that our ex did, and we could be applying it to a new person when it just doesn't apply. So we need to look at new people as new people, right? Not the old person. So there you go, Gemini. That's what I'd say to you. Thank you, Gemini. Cancer. Well, let's see here, Cancer. Cancer, you have the whip here. The whip can represent whipping yourself in the back. It can represent beating yourself up over something that you did in the past, or over just anything in your life. So this card kind of says, like, be kind to yourself. It can represent burdens from other people, Queen of Swords. So I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a difficult person. My problem with the Swords cards is that it could represent authority. The other thing, that I said at the beginning of the year is that all the Capricorn energy, the breakdown of authority. But it's like, do authority figures allow a breakdown to happen easily? Hell no. So Capricorn is revolution energy, so it's not, authority isn't going to just disappear very easily from our lives. So I feel like a lot of you could be dealing with authority figures, bosses, parents, the government, whatever you want to, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you could just be feeling kind of the pressure from authority at this time. The whip does kind of like encourage you to, again, not beat yourself up over situations, but also says, like, be careful of taking on the burdens of other people as well, with the whip card. Next, you have the Queen of Swords, again, authority. So I do feel like some of you could be dealing with authority. To me, this is a card I feel for you in particular. I feel like you could be playing your cards close to the chest here, Cancer. So I do feel like some of you are kind of being careful with information. You have the Justice card as well. So if you're like worried about justice, or if you're worried about some situations in your life balancing out, I feel like things will be balanced. In a lot of ways, I feel like this could represent, in a lot of ways, I feel like that this card could represent you just being careful who you're sharing information with, who you're telling what to. I feel like you are being careful with your words and like who you share things with at this time. I don't know, it kind of feels weird. Almost feels like sneaky people to me, but it's almost like you're being careful of sneaky people as well. I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel like, again, playing your cards close to your chest would be a good idea with this card. That's all I keep getting in my head. And finally, you have the Justice card. I feel like some of you could be obviously dealing with a justice situation, and I do feel like there will be justice coming in for you here with the Justice card. For others, I feel like you're just trying to kind of like balance things out in your life. So I feel like you're just trying to create more balance, or you're trying to create more fairness in your life. And yeah, I mean, to me, Cancer, really kind of does that in the first place, right? Like every single Cancer that I've ever known in my entire life is very focused on justice and things like that in their lives in general. So I feel like a lot of you could be just trying to focus on that. You could be trying to balance things out in your life. And yeah, that's what I feel for you here. So I like it, is what I'd say to you. I feel like you're worried. I feel like some of you could be dealing with the Pisces as well. You've had Pisces before. You've been getting Pisces in your readings, Cancer. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with a Pisces in love for sure with this card. For others, I feel like this could just be fears, like worries. Again, I get a lot of worries and fears. Like I said, this card says don't beat yourself up, Cancer. But this card definitely says that, you know, it doesn't have to be beating yourself up. It could be like worrying and worrying and worrying about things and like all this other stuff. So I would just be careful of that. But that's what I'd say there. So love it. Thank you, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Leo. Let's see here, Leo. Leo, you have the Anchor card here. The Anchor says let go of things from the past. Anchor, to me, has a dual meaning. The Anchor can represent needing to pull up anchor, needing to let go of things that keep you stuck for a very long, or have kept you stuck for a long period of time. It can also represent needing to put down your anchor as well. It can represent needing to settle down in a new location. Based off of your reading here, Leo, I would say that you're moving on to something new, or you're having some sort of new experience in your life, which is always true for Leo, it seems to me, but you have the Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Swords to me is like moving on to calmer shores. To me, it's like getting through some sort of rite of passage, of course. And the Ace of Pentacles is like the end of the journey. I always say Ace of Pentacles. It's like that path. The path that's normally on the Ace of Pentacles runs through like all the major arcana, right? And it ends at the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is like the, you know, light at the end of the tunnel, the Garden of Eden, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like some of you are getting a reward for having gone through like a lot of challenges right here. Six of Swords. Six of Swords isn't easy. In a lot of ways, like I've been saying for weeks to you, Leo, I feel like you are this person right here. This person is a guide. This person goes back and forth between the choppy waters and the calm waters. So the second person in the Six of Swords represents a guide. I feel like you are that guide. Like maybe you are here to help teach people like how to go through something that you went through a difficult experience, or maybe you are here to help people improve their lives, or like whatever. So I feel like for a lot of you Leo people that you're becoming teachers. Again, maybe this isn't you like teaching like in a school, but maybe you are teaching through example. Maybe you are just becoming an example as a person, and you're like helping other people be more successful by doing that. Maybe you're showing other people that something is possible. Could be like one of a million different things, but that's what I feel here. For others, I just feel like a move or just some sort of change here. And finally, Ace of Pentacles, again, some sort of reward coming in for you. So I feel like some of you could be getting a reward. The word reward, to me, Ace of Pentacles isn't really a reward, but that's a word that's popping into my head. So I feel like some of you could be getting rewarded for hard work that you've done, or because you've gone through some difficulties and challenges with that Six of Swords. For others, I feel like this is kind of like the break. It's like almost like you're getting a break after some sort of very long journey here with the Six of Swords. So I just feel like this is a break for you, Leo. That's really all I'm getting. I did your reading today, and I don't really remember it, but it was pretty positive. So there you go, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Virgo. Let's see here, Virgo. Virgo, you have the Mountain. This is the 8 of clubs in the playing card reading system. The Mountain kind of represents, well, it can represent a couple of things, but it can represent needing a vacation, needing a break. So I do feel like, and I feel like you've had this card before as well, Virgo, which is weird. So I do feel like some of you need a break, need a vacation. I feel like maybe some of you need some time for yourself, or maybe you just need some time to be able to do things that you want to do, or maybe, like I said, you just probably need time for yourself with this card. So that wouldn't surprise me. I feel like for others that this can represent, I mean, to me, this can represent taking the road less traveled. To me, it can represent doing things that are difficult or hard in your life. So I feel like a lot of you could be doing that as well. Next, you have the Chariot, moving towards some sort of victory. So I do feel like there could be a victory or win. Definitely could be a move coming in for some of you as well. Moving always comes up for you, Virgo. I feel like a lot of you could be moving or traveling, or maybe you have a strong desire to move or to travel. So I feel like a lot of you do want to like move or travel. For others, I feel like this is like victory. almost feel very similar to Leo's reading, which is weird. Like, I'm almost getting Six of Swords vibes off of this card. The Chariot, I totally understand that the Chariot doesn't represent the Six of Swords. Yes, I get that. But what I would say is I'm getting Six of Swords vibes here. It's definitely popping into my head. So I feel like some of you, it's almost like a healing. I've said this before to you, Virgo. So I definitely feel like this is a healing energy for you. I feel like a lot of you could be healing from something. Could be literally a sickness. I feel like I said this in your weekly reading as well. So I feel like some of you could be healing from like a sickness, surgery, pretty much anything like that. I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice if I can't make that clear enough. So there you go. There's your disclaimer. But I do feel like this could be like a victory over something. So love it. And finally, you have the Three of Pentacles. So teamwork. For a lot of you, I do feel like this could be a change in direction in work for some reason. So I feel like this could be a new work, like a new job offer, something along those lines. For some of you, I feel like it could be like a new project as well. So I feel like you could be working on a new project in work, or you could even be getting a raise or promotion, I feel, with this card. So I do like to see that. I feel like the message for Virgo, like I've said before, to me, for Virgo, the thing is that really I think there's a lot of opportunity outside of something that you've already done. So even just looking at I have your daily chart up over here, Virgo. To me, I look at this daily chart, and I've looked at it at the beginning of the year. And at the beginning of the year, I was saying to you, Virgo, that there is a lot of opportunity outside of something you've already done. So it's like maybe you've already worked in a certain industry, in work or in business, and to me, there's a lot of opportunity outside of that. So if you're looking for something new. Obviously, if you have a successful business, there's no reason for you to, switch industry or anything like that. Like, I'm not suggesting that, but again, if you happen to be looking for a new job, if you happen to be looking for a new business, then maybe outside of your industry is where you should look, is what I would say to you. I feel like there's just a lot of opportunity there for you. For others, I feel like you could be getting recognized for hard work that you've done with this card, so I like that as well. But there you go, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. Libra. Let's see here, Libra. Libra, you have the Fox card coming up first here. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with like tricky people, or you could have been dealing with sneaky people as well with the Fox card. So I'd be careful of tricky or sneaky people. I'm almost getting like people-pleasing energy here. Two of Swords as well with the Queen of Cups. I feel, and that's what's popping into my head, I feel like some of you could be dealing with a people-pleaser. To me, this is one of those situations where it's like maybe you're not dealing with a person who's a straight-up liar. I mean, technically it is lying, but I feel like you're just dealing with someone who's a people pleaser, so I'd be careful of that. If you're dealing with someone who you feel like is just telling you things, like in love or even in other areas of your life as well, like work and business, if you feel like you're dealing with someone who's just saying things to just get along, then I would be careful of that situation. Especially, that's what's popping into my head with this card for you, Libra. That's all I'm getting there. Yeah, what do you know? Boom. You have the Snake card next here, Libra. The Snake is about someone tricky. The Snake is about someone who is seductive as well. The Snake is about someone who tries to, and especially with that Fox card as well, this is like this to me would be someone who tries to say things to just get their own way. It doesn't have to be that positive. I mean, that negative is what that wasn't positive at all. It doesn't have to be that negative either. It could just be, again, someone who's just trying to be a people pleaser or whatever. So I would definitely be careful of that if you're dealing with anybody who is a people pleaser. Next, you have the Two of Swords. Again, I felt like I put this card down, and this is where I got that people pleaser message, Libra. I felt like it was kind of like saying something about someone who doesn't want to deal with the emotions. Like, that's how the message popped into my head. It popped into my head as someone who doesn't want to deal with emotions. So again, in a relationship, it could be someone who doesn't want to deal with your emotions, or maybe they don't want to deal with their own emotions. So it's almost like this is someone who's just going along to get along, but at the same time, it's like, that's causing a bigger problem is what I feel here. And finally, you have the Queen of Cups. Again, it's a very nice card, but it's just someone who's nice. That's it. So I must get just like a single message here for you, Libra. So that's all I'm getting here. I feel like this could be the person that's kind of doing this. I'm going to pull you another card, Libra. Yeah, it didn't help. is what I would say, as usual. You have the Eight of Swords here. I would be careful of anything that seems too good to be true. Anyone who seems too nice, all those situations. I don't usually deliver messages like this because, like I said it the other day. This is not the TLC channel, right? This is not 90 Day Fiance where it's like all full of drama. But at the same time, I feel like some of you could be dealing with a person like this, so I would just be careful of that there, Libra. But that's what I got for you, so thank you, Libra. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the letter. The letter literally just represents communication. This is the Seven of Spades in the playing card reading system, and this can just represent communication, like a letter. But it could represent like a text message, an email. It could represent a literal letter coming in for you. Could be pretty much anything. So I do feel like a lot of you could be getting communication with the Seven of Swords here. You have the Five of Swords here as well. I feel like some of you are deciding whether or not you want to allow this communication like into your life, or whether or not you want to listen to this communication. So I do feel like some of you could be communicating with someone, or you could be getting communication from a person, and it's like you're like, do I want to listen to this person? Do I want to talk to them or not? So I feel like some of you could be deciding that. For others, I feel like this is like a very independent energy. Yeah, Seven of Wands, look at this. It's like you're committing to yourself is what I feel like here, Scorpio. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you could be working on yourself. You could be doing personal development type work. You could be working on a business, a job. You could be just, I feel like you're kind of like focusing on your own life with these cards. Seven of Wands is a card of like defending your position at the top of a hill, but every once in a while, Scorpio, I just feel like it could be saying that you're kind of working on your own life, and it could be any aspect of your own life. It could be anything. So I feel like you're just like kind of focusing on your own life with this card. And you have the Temperance card as well. So I feel like you're being very patient, but to me, the Temperance card is a card of balance. The Temperance card represents like the middle road. It represents in the middle of something. It doesn't represent going too far one way or the other. It kind of just represents sitting in the middle. So I feel like for some of you, you're more just trying to create balance in your own life, in any area of your life that you're trying to create balance in. And that's what I feel like you're doing with the Temperance card. It's like you're creating perfect balance, which I feel like, for now is a good thing. So I like it. Love it, Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. Sag. Let's see here, Sagittarius. Sag, you have the birds. The birds is the Seven of Diamonds in the playing card reading system, and the birds represents communication as well, just like I said to Scorpio. The birds is a little bit different because it represents like intuitive communication, or it could represent messages that you're receiving. This could be in your dreams, your daydreams. It could be from people. It could be from your guides, but it is a card that says kind of like pay attention to kind of just says pay attention to your intuition, and that will lead to the most success. So I feel like that's what this could be saying, is that you are going to be finding success like through your intuition is what I'd say here. Next, you have the Six of Wands. Success. Like I said, I feel like you will be finding success on something in your life. So I feel like you are going to be finding success in something here. Could also represent messages is popping into my head. That's why I'm hesitating. So I feel like this could be communication coming in for you, but it would be like about a victory. This is a card of like receiving accolades, receiving, good words from your boss, receiving, someone telling you did a good job, something like that. It's like that type of victory here with this card, Sagittarius. Look at this, Nine of Pentacles, success. It's like, in a lot of ways, I feel like you're finding success here, Sagittarius. Probably not tomorrow, but I feel like this is something you're working towards for, like I feel like you've been working towards this for a long time as well. So I love this. I feel like there's success coming in for you here. Like I said, could definitely be a boss for some of you, King of Swords here. So I feel like for some of you, you could be getting good words or receiving good words from a boss. For others, it could be legal, by the way. This could be like a legal victory. Probably not, is what I would say. Probably something that will take a little bit of time, but I feel like there is success coming in for you here. with this card, but in the future, especially if you're dealing with something legal, yeah, probably a turnaround. This is one of those things where it's like something is taking a turn for the better, Sagittarius. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this is something just taking a turn for the better. Is it perfect? Probably not. Nothing is perfect right now, right? I mean, I don't think we can expect perfect for a long period of time, for, a while. I don't want to scare anybody, but, I feel like for a little while, it might be a little less than perfect, but still, things are not like terrible, is what I would say to you here, Sag. But love it. Thank you, Sag. Capricorn. Let's see here. Capricorn, you have the coffin. The coffin is kind of like the death card. The coffin is a card of needing to open the coffin door. The coffin door here is closed, as you can kind of see here. So it just says that there needs to be a change. There needs to be some sort of death in your life. There needs to be a release. And what's really interesting, Capricorn, is you have the Ten of Wands and you have the Ten of Cups as well. So it's like you need to release something to have a celebration. So I feel like for some of you, this is about needing to like let go of something that has been holding you back, or something that has been weighing you down with this Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're waiting for a new life as well. Look at this. How crazy is it? The coffin right here, and you have people rising up from coffins on the Judgment card. So I feel like in a lot of ways that this could be like waiting for some sort of change, waiting for a rebirth in your life. So I do feel like some of you are kind of like waiting for a rebirth here. For others, I feel like this is kind of like just coming to the end of a long journey. So I feel like in a lot of ways you're coming to the end of a long journey. And you do have the Ten of Cups here, fortune after difficulty. So I feel like there are improvements coming in for you here, Capricorn, which I really like. Yeah, definitely improvements. Could be love as well. Could be a fire sign coming in for some of you. Ten of Cups to me can be dating. So I feel like some of you, if you're looking for love, you could be dating here, Capricorn. And I feel like that would be nice, of course. For others, I feel like this could just be kind of like just nice energy. Again, King of Wands, like trying to raise something. So the King of Wands to me with the Ten of Cups is like, if you've been working on something for a long time in your life, it could be finally seeing progress. So love it. Thank you, Capricorn. Aquarius. Let's see here, Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the King of Hearts here. This card is called the House, and it kind of represents like your home. To me, it's a card that represents safety, security, comfort, protection. So I feel like a lot of you could be feeling those feelings with this card. You could be feeling safe, secure, comfortable, protected, all that other stuff. For others, it could be love coming into your life. So I do feel like this could be love coming in for some of you if you're looking for love. Could be a water sign. Could be a Pisces. You've had Pisces show up in your readings as well. Again, could be someone who has Pisces. This is just a general reading. It doesn't even have to be a Pisces, but I do feel like it could be a Pisces for some of you. For others, this could just say that like love has taken a while, so maybe you've been waiting for a while for love, or maybe you've been waiting a while for like a significant relationship, or maybe you've been waiting to have something significant in your life for a while as well. For others, this to me kind of represents some sort of sacrifice here. You have the Ace of Swords as well. This almost has like apology vibes to me here. So I feel like either some of you are waiting for an apology, or maybe you're going to have to be the one to reach out to make an apology in a situation. So this feels like friendship to me is what's popping into my head. So maybe you're like hoping to get a friend back into your life or something like that. I would just be the bigger person and reach out here if you want to. Again, as I always say, I don't think anybody should be forced to apologize if they don't want to and all that other stuff. But if you do want someone in your life, this would say that an apology would probably go well for you. Because again, the Hangman is like some sort of sacrifice, right? The Hangman is about like needing to swallow your pride and just be like, you know what, whatever, I'm just going to apologize. So I feel that for some of you. For others, I just feel it's like a victory coming in for you. So probably after a lot of delays, there will be a victory here. But love it, Aquarius. So thank you, Aquarius. And Pisces, let's see what's going on for Pisces people. Pisces, you have the bear card here in the book. Love it. 2 10s, 10 of clubs for the bear and the 10 of diamonds for the book. Both of these cards are some of my favorites. The 10 of clubs can represent an overbearing energy. It can represent burdens as well, kind of like the 10 of wands in the tarot. But to me, it's a much better card. To me, it's a card of learning. And so to me, it can kind of say like maybe you are experiencing a lot of pressure. It could also say that you're like learning about something that is maybe increasing your responsibilities in life, but this is could be a good thing. It could be for rewards. The 10 of clubs to me is making leaps forward in success. To me, it is a card of progress. So it could say that you are picking up burdens, but you are going to become successful. The book is literally about learning. So the book is a card that represents like hidden or secret knowledge, and it doesn't. I would say that like it is a card of hidden knowledge, but to me that's a bad example, or to me that's a bad thing to say about it because it's not really hidden. It's like it's information you can find, but you're gonna have to dig for it. So I feel like a lot of you, the 10 of Pentacles is saying like do not accept just things on the surface. Try to really be a detective and try to really like dig into things in your life. It could be anything, literally. It could be about business, because this is the 10 of Pentacles, right? Or it is the 10 of diamonds in the Lenormand, but it could also be about just anything in your life. So I feel like you need to learn. To me, this could also represent putting burdens on yourself here, Pisces. This can represent you being worried about things that are maybe going on in your life, in the world, whatever. But it can say, like, learn about them first before you apply burdens to yourself. 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, chaos, things like that. Yeah, Emperor. I feel like for a lot of you, Pisces, you need to follow a plan. For some of you, it could be an Aries that's causing problems in your life. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is saying that you need to let go of competition here. Or, like, I feel like you need to follow a plan to overcome competition in a lot of ways. I feel like I feel like I said this in your weekly reading last week, Pisces. I feel like you're kind of like, it's almost like you're giving too much power to people external to you. I don't know how to say this, Pisces. I really don't. I tried to spit it out in your weekly reading. If you haven't watched your weekly reading, watch it. It was like seriously one of the best readings that I've ever done for you, Pisces, like in a certain way. But it's almost like you're putting people on a pedestal. Maybe that's what I should be saying. This is not like in love. But I feel like you could be giving people more power. It's almost like you could be looking at people who have been successful doing what you do, and it's almost like you're saying, oh, they must have powers or something like that. 10 of diamonds right here. 10 of diamonds is like feeling like people have some sort of unfair advantage that doesn't exist. They just know something you don't. They don't have superpowers, right? So I'd say if you're doing that, Pisces, if you're kind of like putting someone on a pedestal, I feel like you need to realize that you're more than capable of even, being better than someone who you think is better than you. Did that make sense? Because I have no clue what I'm saying, but there you go. And finally, you have the Death card. Definitely some sort of major transformation coming in for you. Walking away from things that no longer serve you here, Pisces. I think you're definitely walking away from toxic situations, toxic energy in general, Pisces. So that's been like a long-term kind of like message for you, Pisces, that you're walking away from toxic situations. Could be love, could be, but probably not. It's probably everything, Pisces. Probably like everything in your life, right? I feel like you need to keep pushing towards some sort of dream that you have here, Pisces. And I feel like you need to learn as much as you can. But love it, Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. So let's do it. We're going to do cards 1, 2, and 3 here, people. Yinny, the new Yinny. Hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. We're almost there. And all right. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. All right. If you pick card number 1, you have the Page of Wands and the 8 of Wands. I feel like this could be success coming in for you, card number 1, people. Number 1 could be also some sort of victory coming in for you as well. The 8 of Wands is just success. For a lot of you, this could also just be socializing. So a lot of you could be like wanting to socialize, or you are socializing with these cards. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. It's like the path to marriage. I always say Ace of Pentacles to me is the path to marriage. So if you're looking for love, this could be you meeting someone, or you could be with someone that you are going to marry in the future, or that you could marry in the future. Again, as I always say, I mean, to me, I don't think people should be applying so much pressure to themselves to get married. Like, there's no rush in getting married, right? It's just a piece of paper, people. I know it's important to some people, but I mean, seriously, it's like you're inviting the government into your bedroom. And as I always say, it's like, do you really want, like, would you invite the president into your bedroom to watch you while you're with your spouse? I doubt it. I doubt you would want that, right? So, yeah, I would say don't rush to get married, right? But could be marriage if you want to get married. For others, this could just be a perfect job or something perfect that you match up with perfectly here coming into your life. Could be a job, could be a business. Lovers to me just represents like a new path. Ace of Pentacles, an offer for new path. So I feel like there's a new path coming in for you here. Card number 2. And finally, if you pick card number 3, you have the Page of Swords, and you have the Knight of Wands coming up here. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is like investigating your passions. I always say Knight of Wands to me is very specific. To me, the Knight of Wands is a card of like your desires, things that you desire to do. To me, it's like a card of hobbies. To me, it's a card of like just things that you enjoy doing in your life. And the Page of Swords says, explore the things that you enjoy doing. Learn more about it, because you never know what it could lead to. For others, if you're looking for love, could be love. So this could be like a fire sign, or it could be an air sign coming in for you. It could also be like dating as well. So some of you could be dating. But that's what I got there. So thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to answer questions now. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. So let me just figure out who I was on in this thing. I think I was on... Oh, Deja. Deja, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, who's hacked my Zoom? A student or coworker or staff also? Oh, I get what you're saying. Student, coworker. I would say no. I feel like this was like external is what I feel like saying to you, Deja. So I would say neither. None of those. None of that is what I would say to you. I feel like it was like something outside of the situation. Also, was my number given out at work without me knowing? I would say no. I mean, this isn't really deceitful. So I would say no here, Deja, with those cards. Elaine, thank you for the super chat. Elaine Tat, I should say. Thank you for the super chat. Cards for love for the rest of the year. 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups says, like, you need to focus on one thing that you want in your life. So I would focus on one thing that you want in your life with this 7 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles is a card of, like, needing to let go of the past. Yeah, definitely let go of the past here, Elaine, but... yeah, Nine of Wands, don't give up on love. I would get out there. Nine of Wands is like definitely a card of needing as much attention as you possibly can get. So, I feel like you need to get as much attention as you possibly can get here with the Nine of Wands. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. I think you're saying, do men think I'm mean? Is I think what you're saying. But I would say no. I mean, I would say no. So no, I don't think so. I feel like this is fine. Is what I'd say to you. Chariot, Victory. You know, it's a good card. It does say you have a choice. You know, it could represent having two sides as well. So it could say some people think you're mean, some people won't, right? And the Page of Wands. Page of Wands says focus on having fun, but I would say no. Efren says, thank you, Efren, for the super chat. You say, did you say hi to Ponderosa? Ponderosa, hello, a.k.a. Sandy Rose, as Efren says. So I did. Efren, yes. Nicole, thank you. Other Nicole, I should say. Thank you for the super chat. You say, can you tell me if the guy I am seeing, Frank, I think is his name, is seeing another woman too? You have the Eight of Pentacles here, Queen of Swords, Justice here. I would say no. I mean, these are not tricky cards, is what I would say to you. So I would say no. Eight of Pentacles, Nicole, is just like willing to put the work in, like willing to date. And, you know, all that other stuff. It is a card of, like, apprenticeship. You know, Eight of Pentacles comes up a lot at the beginning of a relationship because it's like you're just, like, building up to something here. Queen of Swords, I feel like this is you. I feel like it's just saying, Queen of Swords to me says it's okay to open up, like, in a relationship. So I feel like it's okay to open up. Justice is cause and effect. So it kind of says, like, number one, don't even put the energy out there that he would be, but, you know, still like a good card of justice. And the Fool says you can take the leap of faith with him, is what I'd say here. Hermit, he might just be a little quiet. Lovers, look at this. This is actually a pretty good reading for you, Nicole. So I would say no, I don't think he is, and I feel like you could commit to this situation if you want to. So I like it. Let me try and figure out how to fix this stupid thing. Nicole, oh my God. Pretty Bird, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my checks stay the way they were today? Page of Swords here, Knight of Wands. I would say yes. I mean, this is definitely like needing to figure out how to make it happen, but I would say yes for sure. I would say yes. These are good cards. The King of Wands as well would just say yes. I mean, very good card for money in general. Vaishu and Andrew Pham, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, outcome for me and my partner. Will he be okay and come back? I would actually say yes to you. Judgment is the only card in the deck that I consider someone coming back. Look, 10 of Cups as well. So, yes, absolutely. Yes, that's all I would say there. Savvy43, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, is he another person? Is he talking to other women? Another person wondering. I would say no. Ace of Swords is a card of truth. So if he has said no, then I would say no with the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups, very kind, caring, nurturing energy. So I would say no with those cards. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will new living situation be with new roommate? Queen of Pentacles, Hangman. I mean, I feel like it'll be okay, is what I would say to you. I don't think this is, I don't think this is terrible. I also don't think it's great either. I mean, I feel like it'll just be a place to live, Brittany, but it's like you got to start somewhere, right? So in a lot of ways, I feel like it'll just be status quo, if that makes sense. I feel like it'll just be, it is what it is type of situation here. Queen of Pentacles, being skeptical, right? She even looks skeptical. Look at her face. She's like looking at something very skeptically. Hangman, feeling like this is going to be a trap, but really I feel like you'll be fine, Brittany. Cielo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the sticker. Really appreciate it. Juliet, thank you for the super chat. Will Alexis me end up in LTR? Wheel of Fortune, really good card here. The Strength card, I would be patient, but I would say yes. Wheel of Fortune is a card of luck and success and things standing out. It's kind of like you moving in the right direction. It's a card of like your destiny as well, so I'd say yes. And Strength, be patient, but I would say yes. Cielo, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, how about love? You have the 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. I feel like you need to get out there, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, it's about like needing to open up. Like, look, 2 5s. This is like being hurt in the past or having gone through a breakup or some difficulties. Queen of Wands says you're very attractive at this time. So get out there. Yeah, 3 Cups. 3 Cups to me is a card of dating. So I would get out there, is what I'd say to you. I feel like you'll easily find a person very, very quickly. Yep, very fast. Emperor just says, do what you have to do to find love, which is date, right? So that's what I'd say there. Yeah, definitely having gone through like an ending or a breakup recently or something like that. Some sort of difficult situation. But 8 of Wands, dating. So I feel like you need to date. Ninja, hello, by the way. Thank you for being here. Jalen, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Starting my new Frozen something, will it be okay? Yeah, I feel like things will be fine. 6 of Cups, really good card. 6 of Cups is like a gift from the universe, so yeah, I feel like things will go really well for you. Nicole, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, interview at Tamarix Monday, any good? I would say yes. 9 of Cups, satisfaction, temperance, patience, the King of Pentacles. This could be like an offer. So yeah, I feel like this could be very good for you, Nicole. I like it. Kelly Parks, thank you for the super chat. You say, will Elle come back for some fun? I would say yes. 4 of Wands, success. So I would say yes to you with this card. Yes, I don't know what else to say other than yes. J Moss, thank you for the sticker. Really appreciate it, as always. LV, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love and career cards for next week. For love, you have the 9 of Pentacles, LV. The 9 of Pentacles says open up, basically. It says, like, get out there, try to find someone. Because it is a card of independence. For career, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands says take the lead. Two of Wands is a card of leadership, and taking the lead is a card of taking control of a situation as well. So I feel like you need to take control of a situation is what I would say to you with the Two of Wands. But yeah, really good card. I like it. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Guidance on this heavy time, please. Five of Wands, challenges, right? Conflict, all this other stuff here. King of Swords. I was literally just talking about this tonight, right? Problems with authority that is the name of the game for 2020, plain and simple. So, that's what I'd say there. Five of Pentacles. Here, Ten of Swords. I feel like things will change. Here's my thing about the Ten of Swords, right? This all looks challenging, is what I'd say to you, Sarah. But the Ten of Swords, there are always mountains in the background on the Ten of Swords. It is a card of success. I don't care what anybody says, right? Ten of Swords is considered to be like the worst card in the tarot deck, but it is a card of kind of coming to the end of a road, coming to the end of a long journey, and eventually becoming successful, is what I'd say here. I feel like things right now are what we make it, right? We have to use our vibes. We have to raise the vibrations. I said it the other night because, I was talking about how I did a video about trying to look at the whole virus situation, for example, in a positive light. I wasn't saying that it was positive, but, of course, a billion people took it out of context, right? What I was saying. But, which is fine, right? But at the same time, what I was saying is we need to raise the vibrations of like everything that we're dealing with right now to try to raise the vibration, to try to get things to be positive. We can't go in a negative direction. So that's what the Four of Cups says. Raise the vibes, people. So that's that. Pisces living her best life. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for the weekend. You have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Two of Pentacles. I like this. Ace of Pentacles, really positive. Keeps coming up for Pisces, by the way. The Ace of Pentacles. Even in the Pisces reading, I think the Pisces had the Ace of Diamonds in the Lenormand card reading system for the weekly reading, which is called the Sun in the Lenormand card reading system. So a lot of this like ace energy for Pisces. So definitely like a lot of success or offers or good news coming in as well. Two of Pentacles is like a card of working really hard. So you could be like working hard this weekend on something. J-Moss, did I say thanks? J-Moss, thank you for the stickers. Really appreciate it. Lakenda, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, self-publish or find an agent for Book of Fables. This is a tricky one because to me, Lakenda, what I would say is I'm a big fan of self-publishing and everything like that because you don't have to deal with the gatekeepers and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is like a tricky decision. I'm wondering if it's because you're having a hard time deciding. Obviously, you're asking me. But the Two of Swords is like having a hard time making a decision on what to do. Six of Pentacles does say kind of like protect what is yours because if you were to go the traditional route, like find an agent, it's like obviously an agent's going to collect their fee, and then when when you go through an agent, it's like everybody gets their cut, right? When you self-publish, it's like one of those things where you get most of the money pretty much, right? At the same time, it's like there are instances where it's like if you have an agent do it, it's like maybe they can push it beyond that point. Maybe they can push it beyond the point where you wouldn't be seeing a lot of the money. You get what I'm saying here? So yeah, you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords says sleep on it. Really, literally is what I would say to you. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is your answer. Knight of Swords is like how much work do you want to do in the situation? If you decide to self-publish it, which is fine, I feel like would be a great idea. It's like, are you going to be able to, kind of push it really, really hard? Are you going to be able to do the things necessary to promote it? Or should someone else do it? I feel like it's up to you here with this card. I feel like I'm a big fan of doing things on your own, right? That's me. And I'm all about like getting rid of the gatekeepers, publishing your own books and stuff like that. But at the same time, I do see the other side of it where it's like not publishing it on your own, having an agent do it. Like I feel like people who have the fear of losing the money to an agent are the actual fear is not being able to write another book. The actual fear is not being able to create more great works, right? That's the actual fear. So I feel like that maybe this is saying you have a lot inside of you. So it's kind of like saying have someone else publish it, have an agent or something like that because you have more inside of you. So it's like even if you don't make much money off the first one, you got another one inside of you. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's popping into my head. Haley, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Salon I saw in Bridge North is the one. Successful. I'm not crazy about this, is what I would say, this tower. So I would say no with this card here. Um, Old clients follow. I would say definitely yes. I feel like there's a lot of potential there, Haley, with the High Priestess. Did I say thank you, Haley? I'm not sure, but thank you, by the way. I would say yes, definitely with the with that card. You say my husband's job safe. Yeah, definitely. This is actually one of the best cards you could possibly ask for it being safe. So yes, I feel like it is safe for sure. And where is it? Will my sis ask me to stay? I would say no with this card here. Regret betraying me. I would say, yeah, I feel like she feels stuck with that Eight of Swords. So that's what I would say to you. I feel like she feels stuck. So yes, in a lot of ways. These are not cards of regrets, but I feel like she wants to work together again. Not as in like work together in work or business, but unless you did work together and work in business. But, this is more like, wanting to be with you and all that other stuff. So I'd say yes. I hope that made sense, too. Alban, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my trip in June be successful? Yeah, definitely. Two cups. Two cups to me, outside of love questions, Alban is just a perfect match. It just says that this is a perfect match for you, whatever you're doing. So, yes, definitely. Robin, thank you for the super chat. Will they call me soon for summer school? 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Yeah, I'd say yes. Let go of the fears. 7 of Swords, a lot of fears. I feel like you could call them as well. Like, I would follow up with them. It's another thing. Tonight, we should have called tonight, like, reflection night or something like that, because I keep going back to the beginning of the year. But tonight, like I've been saying, I've been thinking about the beginning of the year a lot, apparently. And at the beginning of the year, I said, because of all the Capricorn energy, if we want something, we have to follow up. We have to be the one. To kind of go after something. So I would follow up with the school and make sure you get it. Like, I would let them know, if that makes sense. Robin, thank you for the super chat. I would say yes. By the way, you say, should my daughter adopt Oscar the dog? I would say yes. I love this card for pets. So I would say yes. The only better card would be like the Magician. So I would definitely say yes. Sarah Sanchez, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How does he feel about me? Knight in Shining Armor. I feel like he wants to sweep you off your feet with the Knight of Cups. So I would say I feel like he feels very good about you and wants to be in love with you. So yes, I would go for it. Robin, thank you again. You say, should I go back to the gym June 1st? Good for me. Definitely yes. Ace of Wands to me is a direct use of your energy. It's like directly doing something, creating something, but could also be working out. So yeah, definitely, for sure. Dream Nails, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I have a good birthday? Happy birthday, Dream Nails. And I would say yes. Ace, the World. Really good card. World is a card of like happiness. It is a card of like wrapping up cycles. Could be a birthday, right? Because it's like the world represents like making a full circle, coming back around. Birthday, right? And it's also a card of stepping through a portal, getting older, basically. But yeah, I would say yes. I feel like it's going to be a very good time for you. Look at that. 6 of Wands, good news, success, happiness. This could also be like socializing, being able to socialize, being able to be with your friends. Maybe you haven't been able to because of the virus and all that other stuff. But I would say yes, this looks very positive for you. Look at this. The sun, major celebration. Yeah, it's very positive. So, yes. Raymond, hello. Raymond, literally a proposal. So, congratulations, Raymond. And I would say, yes, go for it. Raymond in the house, people. And Raymond, I would say yes. You better invite me to your wedding, Raymond, because this has been, like, years in the making with me. So, and you. So, I would say yes, the star, success. So, yes, definitely. That looks pretty good. I like it. Lamar C, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How long will I deal with work bullies in the company? 7 of Pentacles, not long. 7 of Pentacles is literally a change in direction at work, Lamar. So the 7 of Pentacles to me, normally it's like a guy, he's got a pentacle under one arm. He's got like 6 pentacles behind him. It says that he is walking away from something, right? So, literally, I feel like you will be walking away here. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is waking up from a nightmare. But Nine of Swords is, like, getting sick of something. And the other thing is, Nine of Swords is a temporary situation. So, I think you're going to walk away from this situation is what I'd say to you. Robin, thank you for the super chat. You say here, Thank you. You say staff going to finally treat me with respect. I would say yes. Hierophant, which is like rules, regulations, stuff like that, and the King of Cups is like your emotional state, being happy. So I would say yes for sure. There, Robin. All right, hold on 1 second here, people. Let me switch decks real quick, and we will answer some more questions. John Holmes, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, chances Betsy looks at my project. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, 9 of Cups, a wish. So I would say yes. I mean, this is pretty much a wish or getting something you wish for. So yes, I like it. Kiara, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will she get shoots scheduled stealing from me? Hierophant here, Chariot. I would say no. Chariot is like a card, Kiara, that says that you need to take control of the situation. Like, you know, it's a card that says you could have control over this situation. So I would take control with the Chariot. It's a card of a victory as well. And you have the 5 of Swords as well. 5 of Swords says don't give up. Like, 5 of Swords is, you know, here's the thing. 5 of Swords is like one of those things where you can get bullied out of something. 5 of Swords represents throwing up the white flag, Kiara, but it can represent, it basically says don't give up. So I would say make sure it doesn't happen, is what I would say to you. And yeah, but I would say no. Too many cards of authority here as well. What's going on tonight? Such a weird night, but I would say too many cards of authority. So I would say no. I feel like you're protected from this situation. Vartika, thank you for the super chat. Am I on the right path in career? You have the Moon here and the Magician. Do I see Vartika? Yeah, I'm answering it right now. Did I miss another one? I'm not sure. But Vartika, you have the Moon and you have the Magician, which is a new beginning. So I feel like things will go well for you in career. The Moon is like not feeling exactly right. You know what I mean? It's like feeling a little bit off. Maybe there are some things that you would like to manifest in career. Maybe there are some things that you would like to make happen in your career, like some other things, you know. And maybe you don't have those things yet. Like maybe there are some things you would like to accomplish. But the Magician says you will. So I feel like things will be fine. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Difference between Tamarix and current job. For Tamarix, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a victory and quick success, is what I would say to you here. Empress, more like abundance maybe in Tamarix. You know, it could be like more money or something like that. This is like a card of winter to spring too, so it's like improvement. So love it. And also, you say current job, Ace of Cups. I mean, they're probably both good. That's the thing, Nicole, is, you know, the Ace of Cups is still your emotions overflowing. Like, this says that neither one of them is bad, you know. But I would just say that, you know, this is like your emotions overflowing here. 8 of Pentacles. I just feel like maybe your current job might be a longer road. But again, is that a bad thing? No. I'm just saying, like, maybe your current job to get to the place where you want will be a little bit longer, or maybe you have a lot more to learn there. But again, is that a bad thing? No. I always tell people, like, we should probably pick the more difficult journey in our lives. You know, if you go to the gym and if you lift a weight that weighs as much as this card, how big are your muscles going to grow? They're not going to grow at all. But if you're lifting weights that are hard, then your muscles are going to grow. So do you want to be a limp noodle for the rest of your life, or do you want to be a muscle-bound freak? It's your choice. That's what I'll say there. Cielo, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, should I trust this personal love? I would say no. I don't like this. I would say no. I don't like this at all. This is like sneaky energy. 2 spades cards. So I would be careful of this. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. This is like spying. I would say no with these cards. I'm not crazy about that, is what I'd say to you. Kind of like an immature energy as well. Lovely couple, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, Detective Randall, close case on my son, Queen of Swords, 6 of Wands. I would say no, is what I would say to you here. The Queen of Swords is like justice in a certain way. It's not really justice, you know, so I kind of want to like preface this with saying, you know, this is not direct justice, but it kind of represents justice coming in for you. You have the 6 of Wands, success, Ace of Pentacles, some sort of offer. So I would say no, is what I would say to you here with those cards. Lovely couple again. Thank you. Will baby finally get to come home next week? Two of Wands here. Queen of Cups. I like this. Queen of Cups is the mother. You know, it's the card of the mother. So I would say, yeah, probably. Two of Wands is like a little bit questionable as far as that's concerned. It is a card needing to take the lead in a situation, but obviously, you know, if there are health things or whatever, then, you know, obviously there are other people maybe making decisions here. But Two of Wands is a card of success. Three of Wands, still waiting. So maybe not next week, but maybe soon. You know, Three of Wands to me is a card of waiting. Just a little bit longer, but maybe not much longer is what I'd say to you. King of Pentacles, I feel like things will be fine, but maybe just a little bit longer there with those cards. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I don't even like my boss and I do everyone else's job. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a good card, Nicole. Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, that's why the Eight of Pentacles came up, Nicole. Eight of Pentacles is like training for something else. Like, you know, I truly believe that, like, no matter how shitty our situation is or how crappy our situation is, like whatever we're working on, it's like we're probably working for something in the future. We just don't realize it yet. So it's like, yeah, you might be doing their jobs now, but it's like maybe at some point in the future somebody sees that and you get hired as the boss. Or maybe at some point in the future you get another job where it's like all those skills that you're learning by doing everybody else's job come in handy. So I would say this is like future stuff to me, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, you don't see results right away. Knight of Pentacles is like you don't see results until the future. Knight of Pentacles is slow and slow. So, yeah, that's what I'd say there. Four of Swords, it's like you're waiting, Nicole. You have the World, though. Card of success. The World could represent moving on. Remember I told you like a long time ago, Nicole, that you're probably going to make a change anyway, you know? So, there you go. Meg, hello. Thank you for being here. And everybody else. I think I'm all caught up here. I'm not sure, actually, so let me look. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up. So if you have a question, let me know. Pop it in down below. Christina says pizza or meatloaf. Pizza. I will never eat meatloaf, ever. So that's that. I wanted to answer someone else in here as well. I answered Cielo's question, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. What's going on tonight? Annette, where's your Fitbit? Hey, Sandy Rose says in the bathroom, no joke, Sandy Rose. I think Sandy Rose is right because literally the first thing that popped into my head was like in the bathroom or wrapped in a towel. That was the first thing that popped into my head. So there you go. Robin, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will they call about? I would say yes. 10 of Pentacles, card of success, card of abundance and good news. So I would say yes for sure. There's a dog on here as well, right here. So I would say yes. So that's that. I do like meatballs though, just not meatloaf. First, I don't ask me why. I just don't like it. Sally, 10 of Wands here, Tower. I feel like you need a new job, but I would say yes. I feel like you're gonna get a new job. Dr. Aruja says, do you see robot contacting me? Yes. Is this an actual robot or Rohit? Got it. I would say yes for sure. Hey everybody, I think I must be super delayed, just so everybody knows. So I must have one hell of a delay going on right now, is what it seems like to me. So just so everybody knows, I'm answering the questions, but there must be some sort of crazy ass delay going on. Because, yeah, like I said, I'm answering them in order, everything like that. CLO, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, does he have someone else? Two of Cups here, Seven of Pentacles. It's possible. Two of Cups is like a relationship. Seven of Pentacles, though, is a change, though. So it's like maybe he's going through a healing. Maybe he's recently left a relationship, or maybe he is going to leave the relationship. This is almost like patience, is what I tell you. Eight of Cups, walking away. So maybe he just recently walked away, so maybe he needs some time to heal or something like that with this card. The Eight of Cups is what I would say to you. Purple, I didn't see your question, but guess what? Thank you, Purple Magnol. We will do a collective for Purple. I did not answer you. So thank you, Purple Magnol, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And we're gonna do a collective because of Purple. So thank you to Purple. And Actually, let me get a new deck going here as well, because this deck is not. This deck is kind of like old, so let's get a new deck going here, and here we go. Thank you to Purple for the collective. Let's see what we have for everyone here in the collective for today. I'm gonna timestamp it as well. For everyone here in the collective, we have the World and the King of Wands. Yeah, changes going on in the world, of course. For a lot of you, this could represent kind of like a transformation as well. I've done almost half the readings already for next week. That will be coming out on Monday, you know, for next week. And there were just like a lot of cards with people going through transformations and changes, more so than what we've seen in like the past week as well. So I feel like that... you know, we are kind of like seeing changes that we haven't seen in a while, or people haven't seen, you know, are going through transformations that could be a little challenging. Let's put it that way. So I just get difficult transformations here. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles here and the Tower. So, yeah, like I said, upheaval, changes, challenges, right, with the Tower. Tower is a card of upheaval, and it is a card of revolution as well. It's funny that I said that tonight as well with the Tower. So I feel like we're kind of like in a rebuilding period, or we will be going through some changes in the future that could be a little scary, a little bit different, but probably it's us, you know, rebuilding our lives. I feel like this could be happening on a global scale, obviously, and I feel like this could be happening more on a personal level as well. So that's kind of what I feel here with the Tower. Page of Pentacles, ultimately good news coming in for everybody. And finally, we have the Six of Wands and the King of Cups. So I feel like there could be good news coming in for everyone. The King of Cups, again, remember what I was saying earlier about, I feel like everybody needs to, like, we need to raise our vibration. I feel like we need to keep it more positive. I feel like we need to be raising people up, you know, kind of making things more positive, all that other good stuff. So I'd keep it positive here. For others, this is kind of like being in control of your emotions as well. So I feel like everybody needs to kind of like be in control of their emotions with these cards. So that's what I'd say there. But definitely a lot of happiness, you know, success coming in with that Six of Wands as well. So love it. All right. Cielo, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did answer you. Yeah, like I said, everybody, I think there's a crazy delay tonight, just so everybody knows. So I'm going to ignore the repeat question. I'm going to ignore the chat. That's that. Miss JT, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. A few cards for June for me, please. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Fool. I feel like you are taking a leap of faith, or you need to take a leap of faith at this time to probably be more successful. This is not bad, is what I would say to you, Miss JT, but it is like needing to push yourself at this time. So I feel like you need to push yourself outside your comfort zone, maybe for love, but it could be about anything else. The Two of Cups is like you and your higher self. I always say Two of Cups to me is like you and your higher self. It can come up when we need to convince ourselves to take some sort of leap of faith, whether it's like starting a business, or, you know, starting some sort of new exercise routine, or like whatever it is that we want to do in our lives. So I feel like you need to push yourself. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's success coming in for you on the horizon. So I like it, Miss JT. That actually looks pretty good. So that looks really good. I like it. I like it. All right. Lovely couple scared about detect Randall investigation. Son only tries to help her ex is angry, manipulates, makes up incredible stories, lies about everyone. Mom, victory for my son. Got it. Jimmy, thank you for the super chat, or thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I feel like you could get this garage built in June if you wanted to, Jimmy. So I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes with these cards for sure. All right, I'm gonna end this here, people. I'm having problems with this stream anyway, so it's a good time to bring it to an end, right? But thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure to show up for that. Also, I forgot to mention I'm going live on Sunday on my other channel, but I think I saw the link being posted a few times anyway. But so I'm going to post a link below this video for that as well. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it, and have a good night.